Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my Facebook visit of comments. Since I try to keep it down nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's very important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people like God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion. I just say, motherfuckers. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or even roast fest, you put that shit down below. I'm your friendly neighborhood Sexologist. And if you don't know what something is, ask a question. All right? If you don't know who I am, please read the description down below. All right, let's get on with the subject now here. Since so many of you guys want to send me a video about Kevin Samuels, I'll talk about Kevin Samuels. Okay. So this is relating to the high value man. Okay, so this video is going to be titled, How Low Valued Men Who Are of High Value Can Change Society. Okay, all right. Low value men who are high value men can change society. Now, I know I've already talked about Kevin Samuels' perspective versus my perspective of what a high value man is. But the real reason why we have so much psychological problems with the feminist movement forcing men to make more income, is because of the simps and the beta alphas out there. They've been pushed to do certain things, like show off their cars and swoon women because of their materialistic aspects. But then, once they have these materials, the women don't complain anymore. Or the fact that they were beta alpha playboys who are rich, they got scrooged over by their hoe, because they got played, because they fell into the marriage trap. Of course, we already know that 70% of women start divorces, right? So, this is a psychology on how low-value men who are high-value men can actually change society. But I know it's a la-la land, it's a dream come true. But always since back in the 80s, since I learned from what the pimps told me, the little bit of vital information they told me, and I had to deduct it throughout time and time again, I think it's impossible for guys to do. But even though we know that there's only 13% blacks, and there's like 60% of whites, I don't think it's possible, because I do have white associate friends. But let's put it like this. Let's just make believe here that you are a high-value man. When, as I said before, a high-valued man to me is someone who cares more about their health rather than wealth. Your health is over the wealth. Now, when you have your health, you're not just going to be someone who's just sitting around doing nothing and twiddling your fucking thumbs. The more high value you are, the more knowledge you have. The less value you are, the more knowledge you don't have. Now, I sell my information by helping people through their taxes, helping people with art, helping people get overseas, babysitting. I do all sorts of things on the side, even gigoloing like I used to do and get paid $1,000 a fucking month, which may not seem a lot, but to me it's a lot, because a little is a lot to me, But other than that, I believe strongly that if a bunch of men start coming together and they say, fuck this, let's get rid of our monies, give out all of our monies to all the other guys who are high value men, and they have a basic fundamental way of living because of their wisdom. Just because of their wisdom. I deserve a lot of money because of my wisdom. I get a lot of guys in my inbox talking to me all of the time and telling me why I'm not rich. My brother even asked me why you ain't rich yet. I said, well, because it's not my time yet. I'm not lazy or anything. It's just that I don't want all that overhead when it comes to wealth. I don't need it. I'd rather live kind of poor and humble like a monk and have all of the wisdom in the world. Because you know why? Money breeds problems. And money also has responsibility. Great responsibility. You always going to have to be looking out in your back sometimes because somebody's seen you living on that mountain up there. What is it worth? It says it even in every religious text. It says that when you have money, there's a form of responsibility. You ain't making it to the heavens. You're not going to make it. And I think like that sometimes. All that money's not going to get you to the next side. It might make your life a little better, but think about it. You're not supposed to have all that wealth. You're supposed to give it away. But let's get on with the subject now here. Let's make believe all of the guys You have all the knowledge, okay? Because I know my personality is much more bubbly. It's not stiff like fucking Kevin Samuels. I'm not talking down on the man. I'm just making it obvious, okay? So I'm like, yo, I can do this, and this and that, right. But I don't need to be rich, okay? I don't need all that stuff, okay? So I basically say, I don't want the wealth, okay? So what I want to do is help you guys to keep yourself in a balanced state of mind, balanced. You don't want to go too poor. But though I saw homeless folks who were alphas in the streets, and I even asked a couple homeless guys, they got houses and they got cars. They didn't want to live in their houses. Why? I always say to these guys, basically, having money is not going to make you happy. Sorry. Yeah, having 15 cars in the house, it's not going to make you money. It's not going to make you happy, honey. What's more important? I think it's better to go overseas and help your fellow brother out. That's more noble than just having a whole bunch of wealth sitting on your ass. But if, let's say, all of the guys, like 80% of you guys out there who are beta alpha simps, all of a sudden became broke and all of a sudden started taking advantage of women through the matriarch, you become the wives of these women who are rich. Guess how much society would change? How fragile men are in their own, psychologicals for being so feminine to the woman who's a being a man. Nobody really talks about it. Nobody really talks about what I talk about, babies. Think about women making six-figure incomes and five-figure incomes, 4, 3, 2, and then they just take over all of the man. They take them all over. Guess what? Those women can't kick those men out. Because now men are filing for a divorce because of them bitches ain't no good, okay? Right? So you see how it works? So let's think in that philosophy now here. You got all this money. You're in a risky situation. Because as soon as you deal with a female, especially in the Western world, you're at a high risk. And you better hide that money as best as you can. Because I don't have to deal with that shit. I just say, hey, I told my wife, I said, you can go to the court, you ain't getting a dime out of me because my money's locked, okay? What they gonna do with my money, okay? I say, hey, I'll just be in the street, but I can't be in the street. I'm not allowed in the street, okay? And then all of a sudden, they blessing me through the system, okay? So she getting something too, but I get more of it. Because now she needs my help, and I say, I can't help you unless you pay me now, okay? So what am I going to do with that? My daughters are not going to respect the mother for what she have done. I use psychology because I have this. I don't need nothing else except this in my health, right? So having money can be a high risk factor for ordinary men who's just saying, I'm an alpha simply because I got money. That doesn't make you an alpha, babies. But though I talk about theoretically how guys could just eliminate their money, get rid of the money, and be noble in the deeds like I do, okay? That's like a dream. That's like a dream. That's not gonna. That's like I have a dream type thing. That's very rare. There'll always be too many betas out there to sponsor women's used vaginas. Okay? Yes. And I pray to God that guys who are wealthy are not just falling for the typical female who's just pretty because looks fade. Which one you rather have? You rather just have one female or polygyny? Because I don't hear Kevin Samuels talk about polygyny at all. Okay, because as I said before, I've seen true alphas and they don't fuck around. They do not fuck with one woman. That's just how it is. They don't do it. I had 2 menage a trois myself because I got the gift, the gab, the knowledge, right? I can take your woman from you if you play a game with me. But other than that, you're not going to listen to me. But other than that, that's what I wanted to say about it, to brothers and sisters. Imagine if all the guys that stop simping and stop looking towards money as their ultimate goal to get the used vaginas. Think about it. And they get married to rich women instead of fucking poor, pathetic women. Piss poor in the pot. Imagine that. But other than that, same bad time, same bad channel. You guys need to wake the fuck up. I'm old school, OG, original gnosis. I ain't no gangster. Want no blood on my hands, babies. Peace. Hope you learned something here. I hope you did. Peace.